I am a professor of English at the University of Montana. I direct the English teaching program here, and I've been at the University of Montana since 1981. As students look for an English education program, they might begin with speaking to their English teachers at the middle school and at the high school. If they enjoy their teachers' experiences, then those teachers would recommend the universities and colleges where they receive their own training. They might also look at the website for the National Council of Teachers of English to see where the leaders in English education are teaching. At the University of Montana English Teaching Program, we're looking for teacher candidates who love learning and sharing and working with other people. We enjoy working with students as they broaden their perspectives on what the English language arts are. So hopefully students are coming with their own wonderful experiences in reading, in writing. We're looking for students who have perhaps worked with other young people as volunteers or in service projects. And we're looking for people who have an open mind in terms of risk-taking and diversity and just being a wonderful member of a community. Great English teachers care deeply about their students and their students' learning. Wonderful English teachers also know their discipline. They know literature, linguistics. They know reading and writing, speaking and listening. They know media literacy. Wonderful English language arts teachers also know how to teach their subject area and how to help students enter the conversation about literacy. English language arts teachers should also know how to manage instruction, to have good classroom strategies, and reflect on their teaching experiences. Media literacy means that we understand, can process, can analyze and evaluate all of the media that is in our world. That might be print media, such as newspapers and magazines, and it certainly would involve media on the internet. It would also involve print, movies, scripts. Media literacy deals with all types of forms and genres. I think one of the challenges in pursuing an English teaching degree right now would be that our field is constantly including more aspects of literacy. We have reading and writing, we have speaking and listening, we also have media literacy and technology literacies. In addition, we're working to include every single student in the professional classroom environment. So for example, we need to understand English language learners and how to reach these students. We need to understand how to differentiate our instruction, our materials, our resources, so that students have access to these different texts, be they print or non-print. And we understand that classroom size has a lot to do with how students can build that community of learning. I believe the teaching of English language arts is a rewarding, valuable, and important profession. It's always been important, and it's important now. As we work with diverse learners, and as we look at the students and the challenges that they bring into the classrooms, we are striving to help every single individual child become a responsible and respectful learner. We want students to feel safe in our classrooms. We want students to take risks. We want students to meet high standards, and we are here to help the students accomplish those. A student who's interested in applying to our university or any program should focus on his or her strengths in literature, in reading, in writing. The student might also focus on how he or she has worked with other young people, be it younger students in the elementary grades, or perhaps even peer groups, and showing how they've had leadership. It would be important to see what their talents and interests are. Perhaps they know other languages. Perhaps they have traveled. Perhaps they've created a project that's benefited other students or other community members. We want the richest variety of experiences so that we all learn from each other. Our field is growing rapidly. Technology has brought more texts, more authors, more perspectives into the teaching of literature, language, reading, and writing. One of the challenges for any teacher is keeping up with the profession. We want to always be reading the latest and newest authors. We want to be reading from across the world and across our cultures. We want to be writing ourselves and remembering what it's like to always be a writer and to reflect on the writing process. And then, of course, we have burgeoning technology and keeping up to date with all the technology so that we can help our students be ethical in their understanding of what's out there and then how to use and contribute to that information. We have been working on integrating more technology so that our students graduate and enter the field with the understanding of how to use technology as tools for teaching and for learning. We also support Indian education for all so that our teachers who are teaching not only in Montana but anywhere in the United States understand and recognize and honor the contributions, traditions, and histories of our Native American peoples. We're very concerned and aware of multicultural literacies and global literacies. We want to connect our students to the world and have the world be in the classroom. So we're trying to build those bridges and networks across place and time and peoples. I believe that the teaching of English language arts is a most important profession. It's a profession in which we help our students at the middle school and the high school levels really engage in literature, in language, in speaking and listening, reading and writing, media technology. We help students learn about themselves, to learn about others, to take risks, to empower their voices so that they become part of this really important conversation about what it means to be a citizen of our community, of the United States, and of the world. We want students to be responsible, respectful, inspired, creative. We want students to be effective communicators, to be critical thinkers, to be wonderful problem solvers, and to be contributors to our society.